How's it going? It's Shane, the Rise and Grind Picker here, and I'm here to help you make money and save money. And today our video is going to be kind of a whim video about why your sales are so up and down. And I know that you have a $100 day, and then you have a $10 day, and then you have a $50 day, and you have a no dollar day. I'm going to tell you why that's happening. Well, as I sit here and ship, I sold this Rex Energy hat for $15.30, and I got about I've been shipping for about 20 minutes. I have about 8 more orders to ship for $244. It's been a slow weekend, and I know a lot of people are having slow sales. I see videos with YouTubers that are claiming that eBay is hiding their listings. You know, there's things that, there's YouTubers that are saying that eBay is not showing their listings, or eBay's the checkouts are down. I've had zero issues with that stuff, but I will tell you why your sales are up and down is if you list. So I have a 5,600 item eBay store. I'm at like 5,620. My eBay store, down there in the comments, I'm gonna pin it. If you want to go buy something, I have a lot of items for sale. So let's say you list, sorry for the shameless plug, if you list 20 items, not all 20 of those are going to sell today. Now, different items have a different sell-through rate, which means that they're going to sell, it takes either longer or shorter for them to sell. And what you really want to look at is if you have 5,600 items and you sold $200 for the day, that is all the sales that you've gotten from people searching for those items. So eBay is like a catalog, right? And it's like a catalog of items. So eBay is not going to hide your items. My items are not being hid. I can go search items. I have had zero issues. But what I can tell you is that there are certain times where customers are going to search different things, and you're going to sell different things at different times. So if you sold $200 that day, that's all that you've sold that people want to buy from you. Or maybe people have searched your store and they bought nothing. That's different. I mean, that's why you have impressions versus sales, right? Like the sales you get from the impressions that eBay's giving you. So here's a few things that I did to boost my sales. I restarted my promoted listings, and I ended them and restart them every week. I also list items every single day, and I don't miss a day. I'm actually listing right now. I'm actually shipping and listing. So I'm gonna ship these items. Really good sale. This is a Bolo Rika shoes. I sold these for 60 bucks. If you find any Rika shoes, they're even good used. So Bolo for you there. So if you want to sell more, you have to list more. And if you're selling, I'm selling about on average 10 items, maybe 12 items a day. And sometimes that fluctuates with my listing habits. The last 3 days I've been really lazy. I've listed about 10 items a day and I haven't sold very much. Now when I list my normal 30 to 50 items a day, I'm selling like crazy, like crazy. There's nothing wrong with eBay. Okay, you gotta work. This is a grind. Reselling is the biggest grind you will ever find. But if you wanna make the money, you have to grind. And that's why I'm Rise and Grind Picker. I outgrind everybody. Now I'm saying that as like not a negative thing. I want to be positive. I want to inspire you to do stuff and to get up and to go list stuff. And that's hard sometimes. I get it. I struggle every day with that, but I still do it. And I make sure I just get up and I do it. I get up and I do my morning routine like a job. And this is the thing, is I've made this more like a job, so I am more consistent. Listen, reselling isn't necessarily freedom, okay? You're gonna have to ship your stuff. Even if you do Amazon, you're gonna have to ship your stuff into Amazon. You're gonna have to go source the items. You're gonna have to travel very far to source items. I was traveling on the road every other week when I was doing Amazon. Now with eBay, most of my items come to me. I yard sale, I go to thrift stores here and there, but most of my items will either come to me, or I don't travel very far to go get them. So I can list more. I have more time to list on eBay. Now, some of the biggest categories that's down for me this year is media. Media is not selling very well. Honestly, really not selling at all for me. So I've really stopped listing media unless it's like a $20 item. I'm not even hardly listing media. The last CD I sold was for like $17 because unless it's like a $20 media item, I'm not even listing it. Books are down for me, but also books are still good. So I'm listing books, but I'm focusing more on book lots and series, kind of putting series together and forming lots, and those sell for a lot bigger money than just singly. Some of the categories that's up for me is, believe it or not, shoes and clothing. That is up huge for me. That's up like 30% for me. So as we're in this recession, and it's gonna get worse, people. The recession is gonna get worse. You gotta focus more on the wants and needs. You're gonna see the prices of video games go down, and you're gonna see the prices of collector's items and antiques go down, or they're going to stop selling as frequently. So this is just like the last recession in 2007. I was also selling on eBay, and clothing was hot for me, shoes was hot for me, tools was hot for me. You gotta follow the trends on what is going around you in the world. That you're whatever. So this is how I resell, and I sold $500,000 in 6 months on Amazon. This is how I resell. I look at the trends going on around me, and I literally adjust to those trends going on around me. That's all I do. So I got a few more to ship. I got some shipping going on here. I got a lot to list. So this is what I'm talking about. So these are some garage sale finds that I found over the weekend, and I'm just going to show you these. These are Barbies, right? These are all Barbies. I'm going to turn some lighting on in here, and I'm just going to probably lot most of these Barbies up, and they're all vintage, and I'm going to lot them up and sell them in a lot. These Animorph books, this is like the whole series. I got like the whole series, but like I'm missing like 5 or 6 books, and this whole series sells for like $200 on eBay. It's stupid crazy. And then, oh, I got some vintage from the 80s GoBots, and all sorts of vintage toys. I got all these for $6 at a garage sale. So I'm just gonna say and throw it out there that I pretty much killed it this weekend. And also we got a bunch of free stuff in the garage sale, a bunch of free clothing that was actually really good clothing, and I've already got that up and it's gonna be listed. It's right here. It's a bunch of collegiate stuff and college clothing. Everything I showed you sells really good. It also, most of it has so what I like to focus on is I do the 3 best model in my eBay store. I do fast sell rate, medium sell through, and long tail. And I will do all 3 of those in my store. It's called the good, better, and best model. And all that stuff mainly is about moderate to fairly quick sell through. I mean, the vintage Transformers are gonna take a little bit longer because the condition matters more. But most of the like the Barbies and stuff, I lot those up, and the Animorph books, they sell super quick, so that's a little faster sell through. But I focus on getting a big store, and in my head, this is what I focus on: getting a big store that people of stuff that people. There's a sale right there. Sold a pair of shoes for 38 bucks. So anyways, I focus on what people I think would want to buy. I'm listing less media. I'm listing less CDs, less records. I used to list a bunch of that stuff. I barely list it anymore unless it's like a $15 to $20 sale, and the sell-through has to be like 50%.